Hey AI art enthusiast, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about another free AI image generator, which is Ideogram. So we're going to talk about all the features and use cases of Ideogram, like what kind of images it can create. So it can create human portraits, realistic images, landscapes, photography types, 3D renders, fantasy images, animes, cartoon characters, posters, and lots of things. And not only that, we're going to also go ahead and compare that with one of the best AI tool online, which is Civit AI. So without further ado, let's jump right into this amazing free AI image generator. Alright, so first of all, you need to go ahead and type in Google Idiogram, and the first link, Ideogram AI, will appear. You need to click on that. So yeah, then it will ask you to sign up with Google or Apple. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up with Google real quickly. Okay, then it will ask you to create your or choose your username. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quickly as well. All right, and then this is basically the interface of Ideogram. So yeah, right off the bat, it says describe what you want to see here. So over here, you can go ahead and type in your prompt, and then we can see there are lots of creations that people have created with Ideogram, right? So we have like realistic images, cartoon characters, we have some paintings, some dark fantasies, some logos, like posters and everything. So yeah, Ideogram basically offers you a variety of categories or things that you can do. And if you click on this settings button, so you guys can see for the free version, it provides you 25 prompts per day, okay? And if you take a look at the pricing of this AI tool, so yeah, the pricings are very economical. For the basic version, you can pay $8 per month and you can get 1,600 images per month, which is absolutely crazy. And if you want to go ahead and pay more, you can get the plus version of Ideogram, all right? And then if you talk about a few settings in your prompt, so if you click on describe what you want to see here, then over here you can see we have 3 to 4 more options. So yeah, we have the option of magic prompt. So magic prompt is a really useful feature. So let's just say you're not familiar with your prompt formula, or you don't know how to input or how to structure your prompt in Ideogram. So this magic prompt right over here, if you enable this will basically take your information and create the prompt for you according to what it requires in Ideogram. So that is absolutely crazy. Then we have the option of ratio. So you can choose between portrait, square, and landscape mode. Then we have model. So you can select whatever model you want. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1.0 and visibility, like whether you want private or public images, all right? All right, so then let's just go ahead and first see what Ideogram is capable of. And then we're going to go ahead and compare that with Civit AI, which is also a very fantastic tool for image generation, all right? So if you want to see the full video on Civit AI, you can definitely check out the previous videos on this channel. So first of all, if you're wondering like what is the prompt formula for Ideogram, so that is really simple. For Ideogram, you just need to provide more and more information, right? More and more information in your prompt. So if you can go ahead and click on any of these images, let's just say you want to go ahead and see the prompt of this image right here. So you guys can see for the prompt, it's basically providing you lots of information. So that's what Ideogram takes. Okay, so for that, I'm going to go ahead and use the same prompt formula as I did for my last tool, which was Civit AI, because you know the magic prompt is going to do its magic and generate the prompt for me for Ideogram, so that is not a problem. All right, so first of all, let's just go ahead and see how Ideogram will perform in human portraits, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt a vibrant portrait of a child laughing, photo taken at eye level, DSLR, ultra quality, sharp focus, and all those details. And yeah, over here you can see we also have the options to choose your style. So if I click on see all, so we have photo, illustration, 3D renders, typography, and all those details. So for a human portrait, let's just select cinematic and portrait photography, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and click on generate. All the settings going to be the same. So yeah, it will only take a few seconds to create your images. Like you can see, the generation process is 46%, like 60% done. All right, and just like that, take a look at these images. So we have now a vibrant portrait of a child laughing, photo taken in eye level, DSLR, ultra quality. Yeah, so we have 4 variations, and these images look really, really beautiful, right? So we have cinematic portrait effect, just the way we want it, right? Okay, so now next, let's just go ahead and see how we'll perform with realistic images. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt a realistic image of a busy airport terminal, photo taken from bird's eye view, and all those details. We're going to go ahead and turn on the magic prompt, and I'll show you like how it will change this prompt to a whole structure magical prompt, okay? And then for the style, let's just go ahead and do cinematic and select vibrant, okay? Click on generate and see your results. All right, wow. So take a look at this result. This look absolutely perfect. So our prompt was a realistic image of a busy airport terminal photo taken from a bird's eye view. And take a look at the magic prompt. So it has changed this prompt according to the style we selected. So a cinematic, high quality photo taken from a bird's eye view of a bustling airport terminal. So yeah, it has basically changed the prompt to an entirely structured magical prompt. Yeah, so this is crazy. Like, take a look at these images. Wow. All right, next, let's just try out a landscape image. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt, a breathtaking landscape of a snowy mountain range at sunset. Photo taken at eye level, DSLR, ultra quality, and all those details. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead and select vibrant is good, cinematic is good, and if you can also select graffiti. All right, and let's just click on generate and see your output, okay? All right, wow. So take a look at these results, you guys. So we have a breathtaking landscape of a snowy mountain range at sunset. And yeah, like these images for our prompt, these look absolutely perfect, right? All right, so next, we're going to go ahead and test out some of the photography types in Idiogram. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and see some fashion photography, like how it will do for fashion photography style in Idiogram. Okay, so for that, I'm going to type in my prompt, a high fashion image of a model in a designer outfit on a runway, photo taken at eye level and all those important details. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead and select photo, fashion, and portrait photography, right? Let's just click on generate and see our output, all right? All right, wow. So check out the results, you guys. So we have an amazing fashion photography of a model in a designer outfit on a runway. So yeah, these look absolutely perfect, right? Okay, next, let's just go ahead and see some wildlife photography and see how it will perform with that. So I'm going to type in my prompt, a captivating image of a lioness hunting at dusk and all those important details. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead and select wildlife photography, of course. And let's just do like photo, okay? And for the ratio, let's just select this vertical one for this one and click on generate and see our output. All right, wow. So check out the results, you guys. These are absolutely crazy. So we have wildlife photography of a lioness hunting at dusk. So yeah, these images look really, really good, right? Okay, next, let's just go ahead and see how it will do for like cars photography or like some images of car. So for that, I'm going to type in my prompt, a high definition image of a sleek sports car on a racetrack and all the details that we provide. And for the ratio, let's just do landscape for that and everything's going to be the same. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead and select, let's just go for vibrant, click on generate and wait for our output, all right? All right, wow. So take a look at the results of a car photo. So these images are really, really good for that, right? Especially the last one. Take a look at this. All right, so next, let's just go ahead and find out how we'll perform for 3D renders. So for that, I'm going to type in my prompt that a 3D render of an alien planet with exotic flora and fauna and all those important details. And for the style, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and select 3D render and everything's going to be the same. And let's just select ratio as square. Click on generate and see your output, okay? All right, so take a look at these 3D renders, okay? These are pretty decent of an alien planet with exotic flora. All right, yeah, so these are looking absolutely perfect, right? Okay, so next, I'm going to go ahead and see how Idiogram is going to perform for fantasy images like dark fantasies or bright ones. So for that, I'm going to type in a prompt, a fantasy image of a grand castle in a magical kingdom and all those details. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead and select dark fantasy. And let's just do vibrant as well. Click on generate, select the ratio as 16:9, click on generate and see your output, okay? All right, wow. So check out the results, you guys. These are beautiful, right? So fantasy, a dark fantasy image of a grand castle in a magical kingdom. So yeah, these images look really, really good, right? Okay, so now let's just go ahead and find out how it will perform for animes. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt, an anime scene of a high-stakes sports tournament and all those details. And for the style, obviously, we're going to go ahead and select anime. And rest, everything is going to be the same. Let's just generate it and see the output. All right, so check out the results, you guys. Wow, these are absolutely perfect anime characters, right? So the anime scenes, everything looks top-notch, right? Okay, so now let's just go ahead and find out how it will perform for cartoon characters. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt a close-up image of a popular cartoon superhero, image drawn at eye level and all those details. And for the style, let's just go ahead and leave it like that. Click on generate and see your output. All right, so take a look at the results. Okay, so these are pretty decent. They aren't exactly the cartoon characters that we wanted, but I think the results are quite decent, right? So now we have a very important use case as well. So Idiogram basically can also help you to create like posters as well. It can be movie posters, music posters, or anything like that. So let's just say I want to create a music concert poster. And for that, I type in my prompt that a poster for a highly anticipated music concert, image design and eye level on these details. And for the style, obviously, we're going to go ahead and select poster. And everything's going to be the same. Obviously, the ratio is going to be square because we want the poster to be square. Let's just click on generate and see how it turns out. All right, so take a look at the results. All right, so this poster is really, really beautiful, as well as this one. And wow, this is absolutely perfect. And last one, it doesn't look like kind of a poster, but yeah, the first three images, these are absolutely perfect, right? All right, so now last but not least, another very cool feature of Idiogram is that it can help you create typography as well. Like if you want to create text in your images, it can really help you with that. Let's just say I type in my prompt, a simple prompt, which can be a boy wearing a brown jacket written Osman on it, okay? And for that, let's just go ahead and select typography and everything's gonna be the same. Let's just generate it and I'll show you the result. All right, so check it out. Wow, these are absolutely crazy, like how accurate it has printed my name on the jacket. And this one, yeah, this one looks really, really good. And yes, so is, all right, this is absolutely perfect. Like this is going way too far. So we have the embroidered writing on the jacket of my name. And yeah, also the last one, this looks really, really good as well, right? So now let's just test one more type of typography. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and type a proper prompt. Is going to be a high resolution image of a typographic poster with an inspirational quote. And everything's going to be the same. Let's just generate it and see our poster, okay? All right, so take a look at the results, okay? So yeah, these typographics are really, really amazing. So we have inspirational quote in all of them. So yeah, this is how you can go ahead and do typography in Idiogram very, very easily, all right? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and compare Idiogram with Civit AI. So we're going to go ahead and compare some of the use cases, which will include like human portraits, realistic images, landscapes, animes, cartoon characters, just to see which one is better, okay? So yeah, the prompt is going to be the same because obviously the prompt formula for Civit AI, we can use that for Idiogram because of that magic prompt feature in Idiogram. So yeah, first of all, let's just go ahead and try out some human portraits. So for that, let's just say I type this prompt into my both of the AI tools, which is a dramatic portrait of a musician playing a violin, photo taken at eye level and all those important details. All right, and in Idiogram, I select portrait, photography, and cinematic. And in Civit AI, yeah, everything's gonna be the same. Let's go ahead and generate and compare our results, okay? All right, so if we compare the photos, so as you guys can see, like the Idiogram image, it gave a bit of a like serious look into that. Like the light is very impressive, but if you take a look at the image of Civit AI, so yeah, this looks really, really realistic. It's a lot on the realistic side, but yeah, Idiogram, it took it like to that kind of, you can say, the film grain style, all right? Okay, now if you go ahead and compare realistic images and let's just see which one performs better. So for that, I'm going to type in my prompt for both of the AI tool, like a realistic image of a busy fish market, photo taken from a bird's eye and all those important details. And the style, I'm going to go ahead and select cinematic. And in Civit AI, we're going to go ahead and swap the model and choose another one, a realistic one. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and select this Dream Shaper XL. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and generate and compare our outputs. All right, so take a look at the results, you guys. Again, I would say Idiogram provides a very kind of a filmy scene style, but on the other hand, Civit AI, it provides you a lot realistic style, like very close to a realistic one, right? Okay, now, so we're gonna go ahead and compare animes, and let's just see which one performs better in anime. So for that, I'm going to type in my prompt in both of my AI tool that an anime scene of a romantic confession under a cherry blossom tree, image drawn at eye level, and all those details. And obviously, we're going to change the style. So I'm going to choose anime in Idiogram, and in Civit AI, I'm going to obviously change the model. Let's just go for this ghost mix, okay? And let's just generate and compare the results. All right, so take a look at the results, you guys. Like, both of the AI tools have different kind of a vibe, but I must say I'm really much liking the anime of Idiogram right over here. Like, this looks absolutely perfect, right? Okay, so now last but not least, let's just go ahead and compare cartoon character and see which one performed the best, okay? So for an Idiogram, I'm gonna say a close-up image of a cartoon character in a detective outfit, image drawn at eye level and all those important details. And similarly, I'm gonna go ahead and do in Civit AI. And in Civit AI, we're gonna change the model, of course, choose some cartoon one. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead and choose this Yiffy mix model. And in Idiogram, I'm going to change the style. Now let's just go ahead and generate and see our results, okay? So in cartoon images, both of these AI tools did a pretty good job. Like, I'm really much liking the ones in Idiogram. And similarly, if we see in Civit AI, so yeah, that doesn't look that bad. But, if you want to go ahead and create some cartoon characters, so you can choose between any of these AI tools, right? So yeah, there you have it, guys. This was the exploration of Idiogram. We talked about all its features and use cases, like what things you can generate out of Idiogram, and it also went ahead and compare it with Civit AI. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.